Now, I believe really, really strongly that part of growing up and becoming a successful person is learning to be like, I don't know, a little bit more methodical and deliberate about life. I think in every aspect and literally everything that we do has winning strategies and losing strategies. And I don't believe that enough of us learn well enough from mistakes. I don't believe that enough of us look around us and see, what is everybody else doing and how's that working out? Or I tried that and how did it work out? And I didn't necessarily set out to do a lot of relationship content, but I understand that that's really what people kind of want. And and I said this in other places, but I I really strongly believe that the relationships road in life is not the key to happiness. Um, as someone who kind of leans towards a Buddhist philosophy, I really believe that the answers lie within, that the light is within us, and that seeking external happiness does not fix what's going on up here and what's going on in our heart. I believe that you have to fix what's going on in here first, and then your external circumstances tend to follow. Regardless, again, I know that a lot of guys are going to be looking for this type of stuff, and I want to talk about happy wife, happy life. Okay, if we're going to talk about winning strategies and failing strategies, happy wife, happy life is an abysmal failure. I've heard this from guys for years. I see it in practice. I see it more than I hear it. I don't see that many guys saying as much anymore. Oh, happy wife, happy life. But it's still like, if you ask me, it's a relationship epidemic. Treating a relationship like just keep your woman happy and then you'll be good. And I think that sets a lot of bad precedents in a lot of ways. One is it sets a precedence that it makes guys overly sensitive to women being angry. And they cannot be avoided. We get angry at each other. Anger cannot be avoided. Anger cannot be averted. Honestly, if I heard $1 for every dude, whether it was personal, professional, or otherwise, say to me, "My wife's mad at me right now," it's just like I really have to believe that when you get these unequal relationships where they're, trying to get in the camera frame, where they're not equal, where it's like one is like this and one the other is like that, those relationships inevitably fail. They just do. There has to be some sort of equal give and take in relationships. There has to be. Those are relationships that succeed. And perhaps I'll do another video on like elements of a successful relationship. And frankly, that's one of them. Is that this happy wife, happy life thing creates a dynamic that is uneven. It's incongruent. Okay. And too many guys, I think, fall into this idea that they create a dynamic that I call the princess and the serf. Just give your female partner whatever she wants so that she won't be mad, and that's successful for a successful relationship. And guys, it's not. I promise you, it's not. As a mental health therapist and someone that works in the community, works with people one on one, creating that unequal dynamic absolutely just is a relationship killer. And I believe it also sets a bad precedence because I think it teaches females wrong things in life. It is not realistic to believe that the world is supposed to bend over backwards just to give you what you want, and if you don't get what you want, then you should throw a fit. That's frankly what a lot of women do these days. I think it's partially because they've learned wrong things, and we're partially responsible for enabling that. And I think there's a big important distinction between responsibility and blame. I'm sick and tired, by the way, of men being blamed for literally everything under the sun. Women's bad behavior is they're responsible for their own bad behaviors. Their bad behaviors are never anybody else's fault but their own. They can choose to manage their emotions. They can choose to manage their own behavior. I'm tired of hearing guys just say, "Oh well, she can't help it." Yeah, she can. Yes, she can. Happy wife, happy life is a failed strategy. Okay, it creates resentment. Okay, it uh, it causes there to be secrets in the relationship. Women, when they get angry, when they use anger to kind of control situations or to get what they want, they facilitate an environment of dishonesty. Uh, it means that their partners, their spouses, are dishonest with them. Women who can't control their anger create dishonesty around them. Women who just flip out and throw their fits and use a lot of anger to get their way, those are the women who have people who are surrounded by people who won't be honest with them. And I don't know, man. How do you live it? How do they live with that, right? Uh, I guess there's got to be a certain level of denial, right? Like, I would hate to live in a world and a reality where people just give me what I want or tell me what I want to hear so I won't throw a fit, so I won't throw a tantrum. Uh, we we cannot do this any longer, guys. Your relationship will inevitably fail. You must have honesty. You must have trust. You must have stability, and you must have. I hate the word equality, but there's got to be an equal give and take, right? There's got to be equal reciprocity in your relationship. It can't be out of balance. I'm trying to get into the camera frame. Can't be completely out of balance. Okay, that is a failed strategy. Happy wife, happy life is a failed strategy. Okay, so this is one of your relationship red flags. Are you dating someone who expects you to give her what she wants, and if she doesn't get her way, she throws a fit? Get out of there. Get out of there. You don't need that relationship. It will fail inevitably anyways. Failed relationships will sometimes decrease your chances of ever finding that really good one. And at the same time, all of us have to go through bad relationships before we find good ones. And this is also a dynamic, and I've already kind of mentioned this, that I call the princess and the serf, where sometimes I see these marriages where the female partner gets everything she wants. It's always her way. Where do you want to eat? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to work? How many kids you want? How many dogs do you want? It's all about her. And that type of egocentrism fails. It cannot be that way. It does not work. And that's the princess, where she just kind of gets everything that she wants. And the serf is the male partner, where it's just like he just gives her what she wants so that she stays happy. And if she's happy, then she's not angry. And if she's not angry, then he's okay. And so those relationships fail. And this is sort of another topic, an entirely different video, guys. But to the men out there, the princess and the serf dynamic kills attraction. Kills it, okay? Those are the guys. You get into a happy wife, happy life marriage, don't be surprised when she announces to you that she doesn't want to have sex with you anymore. It's because she's not attracted to you. She's not going to feel attraction to you if she doesn't respect you. And I've had clients like this where the guy comes in, 40 years old, 40-ish. My wife announced to me that she doesn't want to have sex anymore. She says she doesn't like it. It's nonsense. Of course she does. She just doesn't want to have it with you because she doesn't feel attracted to you. And why doesn't she feel attracted to you? Well, probably because you bend over and give her what she wants. And this is also affiliated and associated with the nice guy syndrome. Go read Dr. Glover's book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, where some of the basic premises is that a lot of boys are raised by women, and we live in a world where we're largely raised by women. We have more single moms than we have ever had, and we go to school. We're raised by teachers who are predominantly female, and we get it baked into us that we're just supposed to be pleasing, and that's what makes us good. And quite frankly, it's one thing to be pleasing to your mom and give her what she wants and her think that you're a good boy. And as a whole other for her to feel attracted to you. And there's actually a really interesting and I think humorous study done on female attraction, what gets them hot and moist. Basically, the conclusion was there's no real correlation or definitive information on there on what helps women feel attracted to you. But I'll tell you this: it's not being a pushover. Being a pushover does not, being pleasing, being a pushover, being a good employee, being a servant is not attractive. So, happy wife, happy life. If that's your approach, don't be surprised when your relationship fails or the attraction's dead, yeah, and all that stuff. So, don't do it. Find a better way. Find an identity out of being pleasing to women. So what we're about at the Orion Way. So go to theorionway.com. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Listen to our podcast, Orion Way of Life podcast. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.